Yeah, we recording right now. Kyrie the OG, you know what's going down. Clown, quit playing with me. I'm Kyrie the OG and I'm slaying the beat. I'm a gangster, already know I eat that bitch, then I thank her. But I don't think about it though. Kyrie the OG hit it, then he hit the dough. Ooh, I'm kinda swole, getting real big. Gotta hit the fucking gym, I gotta get that shit. Gotta chase that pack, gotta hit it from the back, hit it in attack. Kyrie the OG in it bit. Yeah, already know I free in it bit. I like to let it ski in it bit. Kyrie the OG and I hit it and I freak on that beat. Quit playing with me. I like to.
Nigga, are you
going.
freestyling?
Yes.
I can't hear what you said, but like I see you, and it sounded like you freestyling.
I was freestyling. You just messed it up. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Ismail here with the very first episode of the Let 'em Know podcast. Hey, man. We got a very special guest for this very special first episode. He's a streamer, hooper, entertainer, lady killer, and he's also my brother. Everybody, say hello to KDRO. What's up, man? What's up, KDRO?
Hey, what's up, y'all? Let 'em Know podcast. Appreciate you for having me. My boy Ismail. It's also my brother, man. If you didn't know, I stream on Twitch. Check me out, KDRO. Yeah, appreciate you for having me on the pod, man. Let's get it.
That's twitch.tv/KDRO.
Yep.
KDRO.
KDRO. Yep.
For sure. So, of course, we're gonna go ahead and just get into this. Go ahead and leave a like. If you want some more videos like these, and we're gonna get right into it, man. We're just gonna get right into it. So, you started off, a long ass time ago, right?
Yeah.
Most streamers, most entertainers, people aren't always comfortable with the type of spotlight and focus that this type of career brings. But you've always liked to record videos, be in videos. Go ahead and tell us about that.
Yeah, man. I'm currently 19 right now. I'm gonna just let y'all know my age. I'm 19, but I've been doing videos probably since I was like 10 or 9 years old. You know, I've been doing YouTube videos. I've been doing YouTube series. I've been streaming on Twitch since maybe like 2016, 2015. Those are probably my first streams. But now I'm just now taking it serious. I've been uploading YouTube videos, but we finna get back on it. And yeah, I've been doing YouTube for a long time. Damn.
You know what I mean? Like you've been.
My bad. Just cut the end of that. My bad. I fucked that up. My bad.
You've been in many different kinds of videos. How would you say your acting skills are? How would you describe those?
My acting, I'd say it's pretty good. I mean, I haven't really acted in a video in a while, but I'm a prodigy for real, because I've been doing YouTube videos since I was like 9 and 10. That's when I really used to do acting. We used to do action YouTube videos.
You and the kids in your neighborhood, right?
Yeah, me and the kids in my neighborhood, we all came together. One of the bros used to have a YouTube channel, so he used to just record us. We used to do action videos, skits. We used to do a lot of that stuff back in the day, so before YouTube really even blew up. So I'm not new to this. Yeah, way back in the day.
Okay. So of course, so that was when you used to star in their videos, right? When did the transition come to where you wanted to make your own type of videos, have your own channels? When did that start to come in?
Well, the thing is, because you know I'm on Twitch, so I do gaming. So I've been doing gaming videos like on my own channel, probably since 2011. I got old like Dragon Ball Z videos, privated on my channel, gaming videos from like 2011.
Of course.
Yeah, but I started again probably in 2016. I started uploading 2K videos. Once Advanced Warfare, I started off playing COD, but once Advanced Warfare came out, that game wasn't the best, so I went back to 2K and I started uploading videos again. Then I went from 2016 to 2017. Then I stopped after 2017, and now I'm just now picking it back up again, 2021.
Okay, so COD. Let's talk a little bit more about COD because I know a lot.
Definitely.
We both know a lot about COD. So, what was your first Call of Duty? Like the first one you remember playing?
Hey, brother, this is gonna sound crazy to a lot of people watching, but my first COD was Black Ops 2.
Black Ops 2.
I played like COD 4 on my friends. I didn't used to have a console for the longest. My friend used to have a PS3. The people that I used to make those videos with in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to go to his house. I would play like COD 4 sometimes, but I didn't really know much about COD back then. But I really started playing COD once I got my own console, which was during Black Ops 2. That's when I got my Xbox 360.
Mm-hmm. And the Xbox 360, that was like
best console
the
ever.
peak. That was the peak console and peak Call of Duty at peak time, basically. Like that was when you
Definitely
jumped on the Call of Duty because at that time, especially when it comes to content creators on YouTube for COD,
FaZe was up back then.
FaZe, Optic, even Envy, all the organizations, they all had sniping clans who had all like side clans and
they had pro teams like within the organizations
pro
and stuff.
Teams, different pro teams, and even content creation. Once again, like Vanoss was killing it, making Black Ops 2 videos. You had people like KYR Speedy, people like White Boy 7th Street, just the people who are making the funny type of content with the Call of Duty content, right? And of course, we both dabbled in that a little bit. We had a couple of clans. What was your first clan? I'll just ask you. What was your first clan?
My first clan, it was a silent clan. We all used to have silent at the beginning of our name, and then you would have like your alias and then V2 at the end. So I used to go by Silent Red V2, and the Silent Clan was my first clan on Call of Duty for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember those days. It was mainly like just like small friends and stuff.
We had a couple members: Silent Fall, Silent Blue.
Mm-hmm.
We had a few members, Silent Star.
But
we had a few members back then.
Yeah, this is like 2012, 2013. Still early in your COD career, but you're already starting to like get yourself along with the organization, because this is one theme that I wanted to mention in this specific podcast. Notice how it's always about improving and getting better. Always. That's always the goal. That's always the main focus. It's always about improving and getting better and winning, because that's really what life is about. And I always want to keep that. I'm gonna keep bringing it back to that, because that is a focus. So
definitely.
So you started off in COD. I'll be honest, you were decent. I don't remember if you had a positive KD. I'll be honest.
I remember it. Black Ops 2 on my first ever account, I had a 0.85 KD. I still remember that. Shit, crazy, bro.
That's tough. But it's definitely better than most. I will say, like, 0.85 for your first COD is definitely not bad. Especially how other people start. But so you came in at BO2, the height of Call of Duty powers, and I remember you started off just playing regular guns, and then one day I remember coming home and I remember you were in a quick scoping match on Nuketown, snipers 1v1. Do you remember your first couple sniper 101s, or what made you get into sniping specifically?
I remember what made me specifically get into sniping. So back on Black Ops 2 on that Silent Red account that I used to have, Silent Red V2. When I first started, I used to just use red guns, and then that's when I found out about camos like gold and diamond and stuff. So then I used to just try to get a bunch of guns gold and diamond. But with the red guns, it used to be a lot harder, and I wasn't good using the red guns. So I remember I used to try to snipe, and I could not snipe back then. And I remember asking you to help me get gold and diamond on my guns. I remember you got gold for me on my ballista and my DSR, because I could not snipe back then.
That's
and
crazy.
seeing you, yeah, seeing you get those camos for me and seeing you snipe, that's really what made me like get into sniping. And then I started finding out about like FaZe members. I remember FaZe Rain was really like one of the
Super
first
popular. It was
first
arguably.
BO2 people I used to watch that was sniping, man.
Oh yeah, I'd argue he was one of the most popular because I mean he's like an owner
Definitely.
now, co-owner. Like it was definitely because of that major influence he was able to just keep stacking because you start off as a member, then went to like a captain or something or like a
Yeah.
manager, and then
then
became
he
co-leader. So
yeah. Rain and Pomage, those were the two like snipers that really got me into sniping on Black Ops 2. For sure.
I know you don't. I know you don't really. I know we both don't really like. We're not as into COD as we were, but who's still like your top 3 snipers off the top of your head? Just you saw them in the lobby, you're like,
Definitely
that's
FaZe
raps.
Kitty.
That's
FaZe
raps
Kitty
for me.
still to this day.
I'm getting
And I
clips.
played against FaZe Kitty in Black Ops 2. Like I still got those screenshots and clips.
Mhm.
FaZe Kitty, Pomage, and third, I'd probably this is an OG. A lot of people might not know who he is, but I'm gonna say Zergriz.
Hey, shout out to
That's
Zergriz, man.
Shout out Zergriz, man.
Shout out
That's
people
a
who know
OG.
Zergriz, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Like,
Zergriz, that's the top 3 sniper for me all time.
okay, I'm fucking with that. So, once again, so you're over here. You're starting to get into sniping, but this is also around that same time. We both started getting more to competitive COD, right?
Yeah.
So, do you remember any pro teams or any specific matches that made you realize like, dang, like there's like public match COD, and then for those who don't know, in Black Ops 2 that was when they first introduced like league play and that type of like ranked play system in the COD for the first time. And I just want you to tell me what's some stuff you remember about that, because I remember
Definitely, bro.
the booting. That's the one thing I remember.
Yeah, definitely. Wow, I forgot about that. People used to love booting on Black Ops 2 League play. But I remember watching the pros play. I remember watching Optic versus Farico. I think that was like one of the first matches that stood out to me. And there was a guy on Farico named Farico Parasite. So back then, the only pro players that I used to know was Scump and Nadeshot.
Which everybody knows them.
Yeah, everybody knows Scump. Everybody knows
You just play
Nadeshot.
COD, really. Yeah.
And I remember this guy, and those two were like fan favorites. They were on the same team. And this guy, Farico Parasite, I just remember he was talking down on Scump, saying he was overrated, like he wasn't good and all that. And I remember once they finally played, Scump just completely destroyed them. It was a slums match on Hardpoint.
And he was using
Scorpion
I remember that
with
game.
Cherry Blossom on it, I think.
I remember that game.
And he was just completely dogging them after he was talking all that mess about Scump.
Was it Hardpoint
And-
or CTF on Slums?
I think it was
I think it was
Hardpoint,
Hardpoint.
but
Yeah.
yeah, I think it was
remember
Hardpoint, but I
that.
could be wrong though. Y'all could check those receipts. And I also remember a big match. This is like also what got me into COD a lot. I think it was Optic versus what was Crim Sixes and Aches team back Complexity. And I remember Optic was up like 5-0, I think, on Express. Complexity
S&D.
came back. Complexity came back and won 6-5. Like that was crazy. They had a 5-round lead. They just need to win one more round.
And
They couldn't close it out. Bro. I remember that.
I remember Crim 6. He had a 1v3, and right after that, the round right after, Aches 1v2 them, just crushing their dreams, bro. Like,
Yeah,
if y'all listen, Black Ops 2 league play, that's where like the real competitive COD, like people learn like really getting their movement down, really learning spawns, having to hold positions on a map, and winning your gunfights, which in Modern Warfare isn't as much of a factor, right? When they have one-shot kill FALs and fire shotguns, right? But BO2, league
You
play,
didn't have those fire shotguns in
you
BO2.
didn't have like, it was they restricted you. They restricted your classes, so there was just, it was a lot more thinking and stuff involved in that, and
a lot more gun skill involved.
and seeing people go off in that is definitely a sight to see. I would say watch that video KDRO just mentioned. It was the 5-0 comeback on
5-0 comeback versus
S&D,
Optic.
Complexity versus Optic on Express S&D. I would also say this is another COD legend. His name is Karma. He was back
Definitely.
on Farico Impact. He had a 28 gun streak,
Oh
kill
yeah.
streak, 28 kill streak against pro players, like live, just embarrassing people. It was a sight to see. Which this will we'll sort of get back into this later, but this is just one thing that that really drives. I feel like myself and you, it's competition, seeing competition, feeling competition. Like I feel like that's what drives people to be better, what drives people to improve. And I definitely will say, if I didn't play all that competitive COD, I wouldn't be as good at COD, or that's really anything.
Yeah, definitely. Same. Like, I learned a lot from watching those Call of Duty pro players. I learned about anchoring. I learned about spawns, where to look at, like where to pre-fire shots. Like, I learned a lot of stuff from watching those guys. Thump, Karma specifically, and Crim 6 specifically.
Okay. And you know, we don't have to talk on COD much longer, but we can definitely. I definitely want to ask you this. You know, since you did come in literally at the high point of COD, right? And then you had to experience every single subsequent one after that, right?
Yeah.
So you went from Black Ops 2, arguably the best of all time, to Ghost, arguably one of the worst of all time. Go ahead and describe that for me. Your experience with Ghost.
I definitely remember when Ghost first came out. I remember like the first week it dropped. I remember Eminem being on the soundtrack and people were being like so hyped about it back then. But a big problem in Ghost that a lot of people had was just the TTK. The time to kill in Ghost was way too fast.
It reminds me a little bit of Modern Warfare sometimes.
Yeah, that's exactly how Modern Warfare is now. Like, I feel like they're bringing COD, like, they're making COD with these Infinity Ward and Sledgehammer games. They make the TTK so quick. But I remember Ghost and just time to kill being so quick. I remember watching Optic even in Ghost. I remember they won X Games in Ghost. I remember Proof was on the team. He had like an insane clip on Ghost back then.
I remember that. It was a quad feed on.
Yeah,
Sovereign?
I forgot what those.
S&D? Sovereign? Like the factory?
Yeah, I know exactly what map you're talking about, but I just don't remember the names on those games. Yeah, but I just remember Ghost. Like, it definitely could have been a lot better. People literally only used like 3 guns on that game: the Remington, the MTAR, and the Vector. Those were like the only 3 guns people used to use. It had no variety really.
Pre-patch MSBS.
Yeah, MSBS, yeah.
The BS.
But Ghost, going from BO2 to Ghost was really like a sight to see. I feel like Ghost really almost fumbled the bag with COD, but that started like kind of the downhill of COD. There were still good COD games after Ghost, but Ghost left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth. Like, pause from watching that.
Bruh.
From playing that game.
I definitely agree. I feel like Ghost, the main problem with that game was just maps. Like, one of the best maps in that game was a remake from MW3, Strike Zone. Like,
yeah, I was about to say Strike Zone.
So, like, and really just a couple, like, Octane, that's the one with the fucking
yeah, I like Octane. I like Octane.
And then, yeah, I think Sovereign, that's the one with, like, the
it was really only, like, three good maps. Like,
and then, like, yeah, shit like Stonehaven. And then
that map was, like, huge back then.
And even, like, what's that map with, like, you have the gate and there was, like, the train tracks. Like, a lot of people play.
I like that map, actually. Yeah, that was one of the maps I like, Octane, like, and Strike Zone.
Like, they wanted to, and, like, that was also the first COD they tried to introduce, like, the changing environment. Like, you can open doors, close doors, open gates, stuff like that. All the sound cues is just, at the time, that's not what COD needed. Because that COD was literally, like, camper's paradise. Like, there were so many perks. There's no way to balance all those perks. So, of course, the perk that makes you dead silent and then you can hear better, those are just the best perks. And if those are the best perks, what does that mean? The game is based on camping, waiting, and hoping you just get first shot and win.
Yeah.
Like, that game was... It was not as bad as people make it out to be. And I keep talking about this fucking COD video. It's gonna come eventually. But
definitely need that COD video.
It's just COD it shouldn't be high for anyone. Honestly, it just shouldn't be. But once again,
It definitely wasn't as bad as people made it out to be, but it wasn't like I'd say like a solid 6 out of 10. That's like average for me.
you didn't like sniping in that game?
Definitely not. I remember going from BO2 to Ghost, because on BO2 by that time before Ghost came out, I was fully fledged sniping. I used to play competitive still too, but public matches I was just straight sniping. I remember that was the first game where they made quick scoping, like when you would ADS with the sniper. I forgot what the sniper was called on that game. Maybe like an MSR. It kind of looked like the MSR. I forgot what it was called. But when you ADS with the sniper scope, it had a weird ADS and it was kind of slow. And I remember Ghost just was not good at all for sniping.
I'm pretty sure that was the first COD where they changed like the outside of the scope where it was like clear. It wasn't just like you zoom in as black.
Oh yeah, you're
that
right
was
about
the first. I'm pretty sure that was the first COD that introduced that.
They had the L7 in Ghost too, but the L7 wasn't good on Ghost, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't a good game, honestly. Transitioning out of that, because by this time, I'm not gonna lie, I've been playing Black Ops 2 for like a year and a half, 2 years, and I just wanted something different. Like I feel like when Ghost came out, everyone went back and played BO2. Even like on the YouTube side, when you look at content creation, that's when people were realizing, hey, like I can't be on COD forever, because like COD had a down year, and then people who were uploading Ghost videos, they were not seeing anywhere near the returns that they were for the BO2 videos. So what does Sledgehammer do? They drop AW. They literally got rid of the dislike button, you guys. And this, I'm convinced this video is part of the reason why. When this video dropped, Call of Duty fans, me included, who did not want advanced movement in COD, when we saw the trailer where people were jumping around with jetpacks and shit, that shit got dislike bombed. And it was the most disliked video on YouTube, or the third most.
It's like the most disliked COD trailer.
It was the most disliked video game video like on YouTube in YouTube history. Like when that shit dropped, like terrible.
That I remember, bro. I disliked that video too, man.
I definitely did too. You know, let them know. Let them know. Let them know.
Let them know.
We disliked that video. We all disliked that video because we didn't want that. And if you played AW, now I'll say this. Even though I think it is literally the second worst Call of Duty ever created, literally, it's still not that bad of a game. It was still kind of playable. It's just I could say what the biggest problem in AW is right now is pay to win. If you guys remember AW and those fucking supply drops, AW was the first game where they tried to implement supply drops, and you could basically buy a supply drop and hopefully you get your gun. People would spend thousands of dollars trying to get certain snipers, certain BALs, certain ASM1s, and you would not get it. Like I remember that was just the supply drops in that game was terrible. That's really what made that COD so bad, is pay to win. And the variants were just so much better than their counterparts. Even if you had like a blue or a purple steed, or not steed, I don't know what the purple ones were called, but if you had like a blue one or a legendary or whatever they were calling, like compared to the legendary or the epic or whatever they were called, I think I'm getting it mixed up with Destiny, which is fucked up.
I can't remember, but they definitely had like different variants.
All the variants they did not compare to the best of the best, which the best guns were HBA R3 Insanity, Obsidian Steed, Speakeasy.
Oh yeah, Speakeasy, yep.
And it's just like I think there was another ASM1 gun.
Yeah, there was another one too.
But like if you didn't have those, like it's just if you were playing a full man team, a 6-man stack, which bro, they had 30 prestiges in that game, which means there were people who played all 30 of those prestiges, bro. So if you run into a stack of them, you lost. And as a person who already I used to play so much solo queue COD because like I just wouldn't have friends on, or you wouldn't be on, or whoever. And I would definitely say carrying was probably the worst in that game. Like I remember so many games just it didn't matter. Like you were gonna run into a squad of demons, and they'd all have steeds and run you over.
Yeah, that game just felt so unfair. Like if you weren't willing to spend the money on the supply drops, you'd be running around with a default variant gun, and you'd be losing every gunfight because this guy's variant does more damage. And that game just was very bad, bro, for the regular consumer that doesn't like to spend money on games like after they already bought the game.
So now I'm pretty sure AW came out 2014. We're transitioning 2015. This was a big year. Y'all have to understand. This was a big year for COD. This was a big year for 2K. This was a big year for content creation. I'm pretty sure 2015 is when I first got my PS4, my first next gen console. I don't know when you got yours. I don't remember when you got yours.
I got mine 2016.
2016?
Yeah.
But even so, before then, we can talk a little bit about gaming. More gaming for you. So once you found yourself transitioning out of COD, because COD had dropped some bad games until BO3, which we can talk a little bit about BO3. But this is when you start transitioning to like other games, right? Like what other games were you transitioning to when you were getting out of COD?
This is how I want to explain. So you're right. 2015 was a huge year for Call of Duty content creation. So AW was the previous year, 2014. I feel like 2014, the end of 2014 going into 2015 was huge. All the FaZe guys I used to watch, they completely abandoned AW, and I think that was the beginning of the FaZe House New York. So that's when content creation, that's when I really started paying attention to like the in real life videos. That's when FaZe started doing a bunch of in real life videos, and they started straying away from COD. So once they stopped playing COD, like AW just wasn't it. I still used to try to snipe back then. I still got like some sniping clips on AW, but it wasn't like that. And then I had my friends just telling me about 2K. So I used to play like 2K10. I used to play 2K8 through like 2K10. I played 2K12 also. But I remember 2K16, my friends just telling me download the game. I remember I went to GameStop, got the game. I seen Anthony Davis on the cover. They had Stephen Curry on the cover, and they had
shout out Steph.
And they had KD on the cover, I think, or Paul George. I think it was KD.
Snake ass nigga. It was Paul George, I think.
Nah, I think Paul George was 2K17.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I think it was
right.
KD on 16.
Snake.
But yeah, 2015 and 2016, that's really when I switched to 2K because COD was definitely going downhill. And I started watching 2K YouTubers, and that's what really got me into the game.
All right. Who are some of the 2K YouTubers you started with?
Hey man, starting off,
Shout him out.
I definitely used to watch Pretty Boy Fredo back then. He was like one of the biggest 2K YouTubers. Everybody in 2016 used to watch Pretty Boy Fredo if you played 2K. I also used to watch Soluminati.
Shout out So,
man. He go by
Simple.
Spiritual So now. He don't even really play 2K, but that's forever gonna be a 2K legend. I also used to watch guys like Dope Swag 24. If you know, you know. He was a top rep on 2K16. Everybody used to watch him back then. I used to watch Wire and DJ. Everybody used to watch him back then. I used to watch a lot of people 2K16, but Pretty Boy Fredo and Soluminati, those was definitely the main two. I used to watch Annoying as well and Nate Exy too in 2K16.
Yep, 2K16 was a big year. 2K16, I heard, is one of the best 2Ks of all time.
Definitely is.
That's also when you started streaming. That's also when you started streaming 2K. Like, go ahead and talk to us about that when you were first starting out. Like, how did you used to make your videos, and how many like what kind of success did you get in that time?
Yeah. So 2K16, I started making YouTube videos. That's how I started off. I used to just watch a bunch of like dribbling tutorials and dribbling mixtapes. So I used to just try to upload clips on YouTube. They weren't really getting views like that, and I would just try to stream on Twitch every now and then. Xbox used to have a feature so you could just stream directly on Xbox to Twitch, and Xbox also had an app back in the day called Upload Studio, so you could edit all your videos, you could edit all your clips on Xbox, and then convert them to one video and then upload it on YouTube from your Xbox too. So I used to use Upload Studio to upload all my videos back then for 2K.
You remember like what kind of success, like how many subscribers you had?
Oh, yeah.
What kind of views you were pulling?
So when I first started 2K in 2K16, I'd say my views would range anywhere from like 50 to like 75 views. But by the end of 2K16, and what I mean by that is in 2K18, 2K, they turned the servers off for 2K16. So by 2K16 and 2K17, I had like kind of built up a name for myself in the Xbox like dribbling community. That was like a whole community of dribblers back then. So by then my videos would get like hundreds of views. I even got some videos back then with like thousands of views and stuff, because I had built myself up in like the 2K dribbling community back then. And I got to like 400 subscribers, like strictly off uploading 2K back then. I got to like 400 subs.
Those are very, very good numbers. And you were in the middle of high school. You weren't really like doing it heavy, like, and you just started.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. Those are some crazy numbers. Those crazy numbers and views to be pulling for 2K16. Would you say that was your most played 2K?
Yeah, I would. 2K. Actually, no, I would say 2K17. I probably started playing 2K16. I started playing 2K16 probably like 3 months after the game came out. 2K17, I played that game right when it came out until they turned the servers off. But definitely, I'd say 2K16 is the best 2K in my opinion. From park to play now, the teams, like, that's when it was Cavs, Warriors. Everything was balanced on that game. The rivalries was a lot better. The league didn't have everybody on the same team, so you could use a lot. You could use a lot of teams, and the teams would be balanced going against each other. 2K16, and the shot meter was the best shot meter on any 2K. So I'd say 2K16 is the best 2K of all time, in my opinion.
Okay. I see that. So I see that you say 2K16 was one of your most played. 2K17 was your most played. So would you say 2K18 is when you started to fall away from 2K a little bit? Come away from 2K?
Definitely. The first month of 2K18, I just remember I bought the game. Actually, my friend Game showed me the game. The beginning of 2K18. And the dribbling was so bad on that game. So like I told y'all, I was known in like the dribbling community on Xbox. So they had reduced the stamina like dramatically on 2K18. So you couldn't do a bunch of dribble moves anymore. All the dribblers basically quit playing 2K. And 2K18, once that died out, that's when we saw the rise of Fortnite. And everybody switched to Fortnite back then.
Go ahead and tell us about Fortnite, because I know you won a few tournaments, won some money, shit on a few kids. You're like top whatever percent. Go ahead, let them know.
Man. 2K, once 2K fell off Fortnite, I just put all my time that I was gaming into Fortnite. I didn't play any other games once I started playing Fortnite. And I got really good at Fortnite and building on console. I even won some money playing the Winter Royale with my boy Beastly. They had a duo tournament, and we won like $400 because we placed. I forgot what our placement was, but we placed in that tournament, got some bread from it. Fortnite, before they made Chapter 2, Fortnite was honestly the best game. I'd probably say the like top 5 game all time. Like Fortnite used to be so good before they came out with the new map, man. The building, the editing, everything was fire back then. But yeah, Fortnite was really good back then.
Who are some early Fortnite content creators you want to just shout out that helped you get into that?
Shout out to Young Arc, man. Myth, TSM Myth. Y'all know who that is. That was the first Fortnite like streamer YouTuber I ever used to watch. I used to watch Ninja back then. See, when I first started watching Ninja, that was a toxic Ninja. He used to still be cussing little kids out. He used to be cussing
Facts.
for every kill. But I kind of stopped watching Ninja after he's like went more family friendly. But Daquan and Hamlin's, those was like my three main guys on Fortnite, man. I used to love watching them. And shout out Tfue too. I used to watch Tfue all the time.
Okay. So continuing past that, here we are now in past. I would say we're about past the exactly, we're past the greatest peak of Fortnite at this point in 2021. A lot of people have started to move back to their old games. We don't have to talk too much about COD. I just wanted to mention, BO3 briefly. I do think that is one of the best CODs that we have seen, just like overall in terms of zombies, the multiplayer too. Some people really like the campaign. I don't really care.
Yeah, I didn't play it.
But those were like some really fun games, and I will say, one big part of this whole content creation sphere, and part of the driving force behind that is good games, and I want that to be known, because here we are, 2021, where gaming is dead. It is dead.
Definitely.
There are no good games out right now, like recent games, like multiplayer games. So, in the future, when more come out, like, I just want y'all to realize we will be in the golden age, and that's like the best time to get it going. As KDRO over here, he's already figured out. So you've come back to 2K. I see you've been playing 2K21 a lot. Go ahead and tell us about that game and your experience with that so far.
Yep. So like I said, I quit after 2K18. I didn't play 2K19 at all. I started playing 2K again in 2K20, because on Xbox they had a sale for it. I think 2K20 was like 50 to 75% off, so it was like dirt cheap. So I just got the game just because I just wanted to see how it was, and I had linked up with like my old friends that I used to play 2K16 and 17 with. And 2K20 was decent. That's what got me playing 2K again, but I wasn't really playing like that. Then by 2K21, I had my PC. So I was on PC by then, so I wasn't playing 2K. But then Epic Games, they had a sale. So 2K21 was free if you had Epic Games. So that I started playing again in 2K21. I just wanted to see how it was. And 2K21 was honestly pretty good. Besides the shot meter being terrible, that was the one with Dame Lillard on the front. 2K21 was actually pretty good. So after 2K21 finished, I started playing that probably like 2 months before 2K22 came out. So I had built up some momentum, and I was like, yeah, 2K might be pretty good again. Let's try out 22. And the first like 2 days of 2K22, I just seen so many tweets. I see so many content creators saying 2K is finally back. This is the best 2K since 2K17. So I was like, yeah, I gotta try this. So I got it again on PC because I didn't have my PS5 yet. So I got it on PC, but if you've played 2K on PC, you would know it's impossible to play. It's filled with hackers. Like, everybody hacks and mods on that game. They get unlimited greens from half court. They could do anything with their character. So I had to switch to console, man. I got my PS5, and I started. Once I got my PS5, I already had my PC set up. So I just thought, like, I could really do something with this. I got like a whole setup now. I never had this before. I could stream, I could record. I got an Elgato, and now I'm streaming 2K22. I could upload YouTube videos if I wanted. It's like I got my whole setup now, so that's what really got me back into 2K.
And you're streaming at what again? That's twitch.tv/KDRO,
Twitch.tv/KDRO, man.
Yeah,
pull out the megaphone, man. I gotta let them know.
And don't hey.
Twitch.tv/KDRO, man. We gotta let them know.
Yeah. Twitch.tv/KDRO.
Definitely, man. Y'all go mess with that Twitch show.
Yeah, talking more about basketball. Um, so in 2K, I know, of course, you probably play a guard. Like, would you say, like, how would you describe your play style in real life? Like, are you a like you really feel you can dribble like that? You can shoot, or what? Like, what's your play style?
Yeah, definitely. And I grew up playing basketball like my whole life until I was probably like 14. Yeah, I think 14 is 8th grade. So I played basketball my whole life till 8th grade. I was always point guard. I was always on A team and any like middle school team. The elementary teams, I was always the first people picked. I would describe my game, like looking back on it now, I would say Trae Young. Like I really felt like I played like Trae Young without like the 3-point shooting. People like to call Trae Young like the next Steph. He can shoot threes, he can shoot deep threes, but not with the same consistency.
And
I
not
wasn't
off the
really
dribble like that. Or
I wasn't really a 3-point shooter like that. But I say Trae Young because my facilitating was always on point. Like I always used to have a lot of assists. And Trae Young got one of the best floaters in the game. I always had a floater package, no matter what. Like my whole life, I always had a floater package. So I'd definitely say like a Trae Young.
Okay. Cause we're gonna be in a few IRL videos coming soon. So I just wanted
stay tuned.
Just wanted to let people know for when you start dropping people off, because you are taller than Trae Young is in real life. So if you are still playing like him, that's dangerous, my nigga, dangerous. But yeah, we can keep talking hoops. I was gonna, what's it called? I was gonna go ahead and bring up the standings, but I wanna get more on your story. So what made you, like, what got you into basketball? Like, what players were you like growing up watching? What teams did you grow up supporting? Like, what's going on with that?
First, what got me into basketball was my dad, man. My dad always raised me and my older brother Kareem. He always raised us to be basketball players. So, really, just I started playing from watching my brother. I used to go to his AAU games. I used to be at his middle school, high school games. But like an NBA player specifically, like the first. Specifically, the first series I can remember watching from basketball was in 2009, that Lakers run. When the Lakers went to the finals, I remember just being at my grandparents' house, and we would be watching games. And I remember my grandpa used to be a big Kobe fan. And I just remember we used to be watching the game, sitting there, and I just remember being like amazed by Kobe. He used to be hitting all these tough shots, hitting fadeaways over double teams, like splitting the defense, dunking, doing the reverse one-hand dunk. Like Kobe always been my favorite player since I was a kid. I always had Kobe shoes, even when I was in like elementary, middle school. Kobe always been that guy to me. That's what really got me into basketball.
I definitely remember those years. I think he beat the Magic that year. That was his first championship.
Yep, 2009.
Without Shaq.
Yeah, Shaq. Yep.
And so you would say that what made you a Kobe fan?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I remember those years. Funnily enough, while you were watching Kobe, at that same time, I became a Celtics fan. Because green is just the color. They had KG. That was when he was Defensive Player of the Year. I think 2008 when he won that. They had Paul Pierce. They still had Rondo. He was still assist god.
Triple double machine and all that.
So they were just those are some great years. And then so you would say you became a Lakers fan or a Kobe fan after that? Like
back then, you're a Lakers fan because Kobe stayed with one team his whole career. So you can't say like you're a Kobe fan if he's only going to be on the Lakers. I was a Lakers fan from 2009, 2016. Y'all could say that's a Kobe fan, but the Lakers was the only thing I knew because Kobe was like the only thing I knew. So I used to love the Lakers. I was a diehard Lakers fan. I remember watching Kobe's last game. I still got footage on my phone from Kobe's last game when he's dropping 60. I was watching it live, going crazy. Like, I definitely was a Kobe fan, but I was a Lakers fan too. But once Kobe retired, that definitely changed, though. Definitely.
Yeah. Kobe was definitely, yeah. Like I mainly remember Kobe like because of you, like because you used to talk about him so much, and like I feel like that sort of rubbed off on me because of course it's hard not to admire a dude who works so hard at everything and who is so talented and good at everything that he did do.
Yep.
It was just tough not to watch in amazement, and then yeah, 2016 that was a very special season. I actually want to get into that a little bit because 2016 was a crazy year for basketball. So, like, just briefly, just getting this off the top, I'm definitely a Celtics fan and a Rockets fan now. Like you said,
I'm a Hornets fan now, by the way.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know I'm a Hornets fan for sure.
Yeah, shout out. Hey, we with the balls. Pause.
Pause, but we with the balls.
We with bro. Balls. Zoe, LaMelo, all them niggas, bro. Zoe, he had a big shot. He played
against the Nets.
The
he
Nets.
Hit that clutch three.
Hit that clutch shot. So I'm just saying, niggas was talking bad about
both the Bumble boys hooping right now. LaMelo at the bottom of the MVP ladder right now. He's only a sophomore. He's definitely a lock to be an all-star this year too. By the way, only a sophomore. Like, I'm a Hornets fan for sure, and we got to get Miles Bridges in the all-star game too. Most improved player. He's hooping.
I think he had 30 last game.
Yeah, we had 32 last game.
Going crazy. Once going on a little bit more. Like I said, shout out the Rockets. I think we're on a 6-game win streak right now. Yep. What's his name? Ever since Jalen got hurt, we just had a more consistent lineup out there. Like it's a bunch of vets who all
I
really
think
know
Tice
what to
has
do.
been out too since Jalen's been out too.
Yeah, Daniel Tice has also been hurt. Alfred Sengun, he's been playing better and better. The more minutes he gets out there, it's just he needs to get better on defense, stop fouling. Garrison Matthews, sniper now. The main reason we were really like losing those close games is because it'd be the last couple minutes of a game and you give the ball to him and he's just not making those corner threes, he's not making those shots. But he's been making them now. People started calling him Gary Bird. I don't know about that, but shout out Gary Bird. I don't give a fuck. Let him know. Shout out Gary.
Let him know.
Shout out Gary Bird. Shout out the Rockets. Shout out the 6-game streak. Longest win streak in the NBA right now. Shout out Christian Wood. Shout out Eric Gordon. Jalen Green. We hope you get back. Feel better, man. We already know.
And since the Rockets been on this streak, I think Christian Wood's been playing the 5 too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's way better than Tice. If you know, you know, man. Tice, I didn't like him on the Celtics last year.
Me either.
And I still don't like him on the Rockets.
Because people say he's a shooter. I mean, I don't even know he's shooting right now. I'm not going to look it up. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't see it.
I don't see it, exactly. They don't pass my eye test. Some more players, honorable players I want to mention. Shout out Steph. Still the best team in the league. I called that the Warriors were going to end this streak. They didn't win the first game, but they won the second one. I still believe Steph Curry is the best player in the NBA. Just short backstory for me. I didn't get back into basketball until 2015, 2016 because the Rockets didn't become relevant until we got James Harden again. Or until we got James Harden in 2012 when the Thunder got rid of him. And his first game, he had like
40 something.
Yeah, 35. And then the second one, he had like 40.
Like
yeah, one of those.
I do remember that. I remember that. That was crazy.
His first couple games, I'm like, bro, we finally got us a great player. It's time to start watching basketball again. And, his first year, he runs into the Thunder. Like, he just left them niggas. He's not gonna fucking beat KD. Like,
was his second year? That's when they got bounced out by Portland with that Dame shot.
Yes,
was that
Dame year? Shot. That crazy.
After that, I think they lost to the Clippers. We
blew a 3-1 lead to the Clippers.
Yeah, that comeback against the Clippers. Yep.
So, the Rockets, they've just been down pretty bad. Like, as we started watching them, and what's consistent in all of those were collapses from James. Go and say it. Go and say it for me, Karan. What's his name?
James Frauden.
Frauden. James
James
Frauden. Multiple. Look, I'm sorry, but as a fan of the Rockets, right? It's hard when y'all are playing arguably the greatest team of all time. We've been losing to them for years. This is 2018, okay? No, this is 2019. Even worse, okay? And KD goes out, right? He's hurt. The Golden State Warriors, the Golden Dynasty, their best player goes out with injury. And we're up. And we missed 27 threes, bro.
Straight, bro.
27. Not 25, not 26, bro. 27, bro.
Crazy, man.
I'm sorry. I know that's not just James Harden. That was a lot of Eric Gordon bricks, PJ Tucker bricks. We don't tolerate PJ Tucker slander around here, bro. He's a champion.
And bro, he got his ring before James Frauden, too, man.
Put respect on his name.
He deserved it after guarding all them centers being 6'5".
Bro, Eric Gordon might get traded too, and he might also win a ring before this nigga, bro. Like,
bruh.
James Frauden has not been in. And one of the people who's been sunning this man, this is the person who got me back into basketball, Steph Curry, bro. Look, yeah, like, I love the Celtics, and we were starting to become relevant again. I think 2016, that was when we drafted Jaylen Brown.
2017. Lonzo 6. I think Jaylen Brown was 16. Yeah, and then Jason Tatum was 17.
2017. So, I mean, I was gonna come back anyway, but goddamn, that nigga Steph Curry. I watched that shot live against OKC. That half court shot where it went in.
Crazy
insane.
Shot, man.
Like, I was in, I think, a David Buster's, bro. The whole bar just goes quiet as everyone looks up at the screen. Because this nigga's shooting a damn bomb from half court and he makes it, bro. Like,
that shot it's really one of the craziest shots in NBA history. That shot was so crazy.
Watching 2016 Steph Curry, like, so many people are like, bro, this is the greatest player ever. Like, he made 400 threes. And then, of course, 2016 comes in. He's up. He comes back 3-1 against KD the Snake. And Braun is there. He's there, nigga.
Yep.
Just like how niggas used to say, like, people say Thanos is inevitable. Bro, that nigga is inevitable, bro. Braun is just always there, bro.
And I gotta say this, too. When the Cavs was down 3-1 against the Warriors, Braun was hooping, but Kyrie was hooping, too, man. That one game where, I think it was game 5 or game 6.
They both have.
I think it was game 5, though. They both had 41. That nigga Kyrie was hooping, man. He had like 27 the game after that, and then the final game, I think he had 26 maybe or 23, something like that. But LeBron and Kyrie, they went to another level with that shit, man. They was hooping.
LeBron led both teams in every single category, bro. Every single one. Blocks, rebounds, steals, points, all that. Like, LeBron was that guy.
Definitely.
That's when he became him, bro. He, like, real nigga status is what I title it as, bro. Because there's only a few niggas who are just real nigga status. Like, to be at that, like, you have to have stories around you. You have to have a lore. You have to have so many things going for you to be at a type of status like that. And LeBron was him at that point, bro. And then, of course, the league died because in our same conference, in the Rockets same conference, you had Kevin Durant joined the Golden State Warriors. Who did they? I forgot who was their small forward before that. It was like Harrison Barnes or some shit.
Yeah,
right?
Harrison Barnes. He got shipped off.
Fucking KD.
Shit's crazy, man.
Like,
the
greatest.
Y'all know the story about how once KD blew that 3-1 lead, and how once y'all know the story about how the Warriors blew that 3-1 lead. How Draymond immediately went to the parking lot, was crying in his car, and had to call up KD. I need some help, bro. I can't do it anymore. Couldn't get past LeBron. This man was calling, crying after the finals to get his bro KD, man. Y'all know that story. Ruined the league, man.
I have to agree. I mean, I was back into watching basketball at this point. Because 2016 we drafted Jaylen Brown. 2017 we got Jason Tatum.
Hooper.
I'm sorry if you're a Sixers fan. Hold this dick, bro. Sorry, Jason Tatum lets it hang on y'all every time.
It's still. I know y'all seen the new graphic. It said it's still Embiid's father after their last game versus Sixers.
It's always sad to see, like, because I'm sorry, when we, as a Celtics fan, when we in Philly, when we see them blue and red, them white, whatever jerseys, man, that we see food, bro. Sorry, like, Celtics fans, stand up, bro. We were down bad. Danny Ainge made the most questionable decision. He decided to trade KG and Paul Pierce to the Nets for all those picks. And then, of course, it was a 4D chess move, you guys. We got rid of them old-ass niggas. We brought in Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. And while we're still trying to get there, like, don't forget, like, what was standing in our way in 2018. It was LeBron James. 2019, look, I like Kyrie, but he was not that guy. Like, there's a reason he's back with KD, another guy. Like,
I don't know. I feel like he
was playing amazing that season. He's playing amazing that season, but
and injuries
when it
too,
comes, while he is an artist with the ball, when it comes to the playoffs, sometimes you need easy offense, easy generate. That's what Jason Tatum is having to learn. It's about getting your teammates involved to open up the floor so you can show off your skills, show off your artistry. You know what I mean? It's there's levels to the game, and it's about Jason Tatum's continuously making those steps. I feel like, he is going to be a top 5 player in the next couple of years. Him and Luka Magic. I'm also going to put in my stock there, but. I mean, it can't be all of them, right? They can't all be top 5. So I'll just say top 10. Jason Tatum, LaMelo Ball, and Luka. They're going to be top 10 players next 3 years.
Melo finna be in there. He's going to be top 5 MVP vote in the next 3 years, too.
Mm-hmm. I don't have my glasses on. We can look at the standings now. I'm ready.
I've been waiting for this. Let's do it.
I'm really ready to we can keep talking some hoops.
Which one you want to look at first, East or West?
We can definitely start with the Western Conference. We got Warriors first, 19-4. They're tied with Phoenix, who are 19-4. And then right after that, we got Utah with D. Mitch, Memphis. But Ja's hurt.
Boy, Ja.
He's hurt right now.
He's hurt right now.
I don't think they've lost since he's been out.
They just won by 73, the largest margin in NBA history versus the Thunder. That's crazy.
Hey, look, once again.
Sam Presti, you got to figure out what you're doing, my boy. These picks better turn into like a generational talent, bro.
Like Chet Holmgren, Imani Brooks. Like we need to see some.
Imani Bates.
Imani Bates. That's what I said. We need to see some of these young niggas come in. Start.
I'm saying Paolo Banchero. I don't know if you heard him.
That's that nigga who hit that half court shot from
Duke.
That buzzer beater.
I don't remember. I haven't seen him hit the buzzer beater, but maybe I haven't watched him games.
Oh, okay. But I'm thinking about there was some clip like there's literally a nigga at half court. He just 2 dribbles.
No. That wasn't. That's not Paolo. I know who that is. That was Tyson Etienne. That's not Paolo.
Okay.
Paolo Banchero, I think he is miles above Chet, bro, for the next #1 pick. If you've seen him from Duke, he's a 6'10". He can handle. He kind of looks like a Jason Tatum. I'm not gonna lie. He's 6'10", can handle it. He can shoot the 3 with ease. He could shoot the mid range. He could create his own shot. He has a handle. He has like a strong built body, and he's already in college, and it's not like overweight or anything. Like he has a solid build. Paolo is looking like the real deal, man.
After Memphis, you got the Clippers are 12-12 without Kawhi. You can go ahead and read them out, bro, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying to see. I can't. I don't have my glasses.
All right. After the Clippers, they're 500, 12-12. We got the Mavericks. They're 11-11. They're 500.
I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
Free Luka, man.
The Nuggets 11-11. The Lakers 12-12.
Trash.
We're gonna get to the Lakers, man.
Trash
Timberwolves
ass
11-12. Trailblazers 11-13. Free Dame. Kings 10-14. We got the Spurs in 12th place at 8-13. And I'm gonna just end it off with the Rockets. There's no point in talking about the Thunder and the Pelicans. We got the Rockets at 7-16. So, what's the biggest disappointment you see in the West standings? That's what I want to say. It's a lot of ways you can go with this.
Disappointment. I'm gonna have to go. Definitely Dallas. I mean, we've been expecting like this breakout year for Luka when just the team around him doesn't matter. The situation, his coaching situation doesn't matter. All that stuff doesn't matter because he is just that good. Like, I'm still waiting for that season after seeing him continuously take on the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard, and like go off on them like with his offensive skill set and showing his ability to carry them. It's just like you expect after a couple years, like the same dudes. I'm pretty sure Dorian Finney-Smith's still there. Tim Hardaway Jr. is still there. Jalen Brunson, Porzingis,
Willie Cauley-Stein.
Like, you expect after a couple years, these guys, you would expect, even though like the pieces are around him, I agree, are not good enough. Because you're looking at the other top teams in the West, like the Warriors are going crazy because their depth is insane. They have Draymond Green, who I think was top 3 in defensive player last year.
Yeah, I was about to say they play good defense.
And they got Steph. Like, in order to be competing with these teams, like, you need guys to win. Like, Ja Morant, he was able to get them there. I think he had like 40, and he still lost to the Warriors. Like, the type of like, and that type of thing will happen to Luka and will continuously happen to Luka if he doesn't get another type of guard dude to handle the ball for them and make him play. Well, I don't even know if the problem is he needs to play more off ball. It's just someone more reliable out there who's gonna hit their shots when.
That's what I feel like. I feel like I want Luka on the ball at all times because he's so like magical with the ball. Like, he can make anything happen. But I feel like those pieces, like, they just gotta be able to hit shots consistently. I've seen Luka set people up way too many times for them to just miss open shots. Like, it's getting ridiculous at this point. And I know Luka feels the same way, man. You can see when Luka is frustrated out there. He does not get in certain calls. I just seen a clip the other day of Luka saying, "Oh my God, these refs are bad." But I just feel like the pieces around Luka just not it, man.
Yeah, he's
Porzingis been playing a little better though this season.
Yeah, when Porzingis was out, or when Luka was out with when he hurt his ankle, Porzingis was playing pretty decent. I was definitely one of the people slandering Porzingis Dingus Pingus. I was definitely one of the people calling him that, because watching him like catch the ball at half court, bro, and just take 2 steps and fire that bitch when he's 7'3", that was one annoying thing to see in a close game. That was one annoying thing to see. Seeing
him just spotting up in the corner, bro, only shooting corner threes when he's 7'3", I hated seeing that, bro.
Because it's another thing I'm starting to like about this season, because to draw a foul, you need to actually be good at drawing fouls now. Like, you need to be physical and actually be like Jimmy Butler. Like, it's not like trickery. It's just like you're actually fouling him like while he's trying to take a shot. So I feel like this season, like Porzingis, he just, if he wants to be effective, he needs to get to the line. Like, he's 7'3", but he is like efficient from the free throw line. And I feel like if he focuses more on that, he'll be able to unlock more of his game and be more effective out there and stop being the trash number 2 to Luka Doncic.
I want to say this about the West standings. Since I just asked you about your like biggest disappointment, I want to say this. I could go a lot of ways with this answer, but I just gotta say it, man. What's up with the Trailblazers, bro? I just seen a new article that came out today by Shams Did you see the article saying Dame Lillard wants
He
to
wants
play
to
with
play
Ben Simmons? So CJ, you're out of there, my. Hey CJ,
Nice seeing
you
you. Nice
out of there,
knowing
my
you,
boy.
buddy. Nice knowing you.
It sucks, bro. The Trailblazers have the longest active streak of making the playoffs in the NBA right now. They've made the playoffs 8 years in a row. And every fucking year, they're either a first or second round exit.
Yeah, no one ever expects them to win. No one ever expects
2019, they hit their ceiling. They got to the Western Conference Finals. And I think they got swept by the Warriors or gentlemen
They
swept
got
or something like that.
sunned by the Warriors with no KD, bro.
The Trailblazers, they have to blow it up, man. I feel bad for Dame. Like, Dame, he's been playing injured this season. So he's been playing off, but I'm going to give him a pass for that. He hasn't been playing good. But, man, they got to blow it up, bro. It sucks seeing Dame just waste his prime, like waste his talent with all these first-round exits. Last year, the playoff series last year, bro, when it was a 2-2 series versus the Nuggets. A depleted Nuggets team that was injured that didn't have Jamal Murray. Dame drops 55 points in Game 5, bro. It goes to double overtime. He's hitting clutch bucket, clutch three after clutch three, willing his team. What does Rocco and CJ McCollum do? CJ steps out of bounds for no reason. What does Rocco do? Miss a fucking dunk, bro. Like, I just feel bad for Dame. Like, and this season now they're under 500. I know Dame's been out a few games.
And the only reason
it sucks seeing this, man.
Only reason their record is bad is because normally, like, Dame is carrying them, like carrying their
literally
like their load. But now that he's playing, like, this shows if he doesn't play up to standard, they don't win. They're not even in the playoffs.
Yeah,
right now
they're in the play-in right now, and they're like the bottom of the play-in.
And that's honestly pitiful because exactly 2019 niggas was saying he was, or 2020 they were saying he was better than Steph.
It's last year, bro.
Just like, bro,
the beginning of the season last year, Steph definitely separated himself. Like, by the middle of the season, it was no debate.
Bro, it was like the third
beginning of the season, bro.
He dropped 62 on them niggas.
Yeah, on them niggas. Yeah, that's literally the third game. Like, Steph had just separated himself. But the beginning of the 2020 season, it was a real debate, bro. Kyrie, Steph, and Dame. Steph is obviously ahead of both of them niggas now, but I just feel bad for Dame, bro. He keeps doing the same shit every year, and it's not leading to anything.
But I feel like if they are able to get Ben there, because, bro, every single year that backcourt of Dame and CJ, they're literally the worst. Like, if they're not the worst, they're the top 3 worst, like, defending backcourts. Like, there's no point in Dame putting up all these shots, getting all these points if they're just going to keep giving them back on the other end. If they're able to get Ben Simmons there, he doesn't even have to. I mean, if he does play guard, like, that would be amazing. But he doesn't. Like, he doesn't even have to. Like, he can just be.
He's just a defensive presence.
Yeah,
like,
he can just be power forward and just
6'10",
lock everybody down and just
literally
make it way easier for Dame to be a threat. And then now Dame doesn't have to share that space with CJ. Now the court's
and they got somebody to guard the other team's best player. Like,
which
Rocco,
I think missing.
I think they had Rocco in like some trade packages if they wanted to get Ben Simmons, and that's who they got currently, like, guarding the other team's best players. But let's be real, bro. Any top 10 to 15 player in the NBA is looking at Rocco like food, bro. He's not stopping Jason Tatum's. He's not in the West, even just in the West, bro. There's a lot of players he's not stopping in the West, man.
He ain't stopping D.
Yeah,
Book.
He's not stopping Book. He's not even. The Jazz got a lot of weapons. He's not stopping anybody on the Warriors. He's not stopping Steph, bro. You know how many threes I've seen Steph? Like, every time Steph plays the Blazers, he completely torches them. And it's Rocco trying to fight over all these screens. He's not stopping anybody, man. But Ben Simmons is actually like a. He was top 3 in defensive player of the year last year too.
Stopper.
So Ben Simmons can actually play some D. Which is that's what all they need is. That's what all they need is just some defense. They're like ranked 30th in the league in defense right now, I think. Horrible.
I guess we can talk about the Lakers. They're literally 12-12. LeBron.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about
LeBron pulled. LeBron has done a first, right? I think he was out for safety protocols and didn't stay out the 10 days, 14 days. Just, hey, fuck it. He's LeBron.
Hey,
he tested negative twice. Fuck it, right? It's
he tested. I heard he tested negative 8 times in a row. so he got like a false positive. But that just shows you, man. It's when you're LeBron, certain rules don't apply to you, man.
Like, bro,
This shit is crazy.
he tested 8 times, so that means they were like they tested him 5 times. He's like, nah. Yeah, just keep testing me. If I keep testing negative, I'm gonna play. I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
Yeah, and he tweeted out something real fishy is going on with all them dumbass emojis and shit. Like LeBron can literally just do what he wants, bro.
Love fishy.
That shit was so funny, bro. All those dumbass emojis.
Bro, how old is he? 37?
Yeah, 37.
What's wrong with this guy, bro? Old ass man. Fuck out.
Dude was typing like Bryce.
But yeah, Lakers. They've been struggling against teams they should not have. They went into that double overtime game against the Pacers where Braun had to get them niggas up out of there.
They went to that double overtime versus the Kings, or like triple overtime versus the Kings or something like that, and lost. But then they blew them out like the next game after that. But I gotta ask you, what do you think? What do you think is the Lakers' problem? Do you think it's Russ trying to fit with them? You think Russ is like a good fit for the Lakers? What do you think? You think they're just too old? They got all these old players that aren't known for playing defense. What do you think it is?
They're definitely old, which contributes to like them losing in the regular season. Like to me, like the regular season and the playoffs are so different because even last year, like when the Lakers came in, like when LeBron and AD, when they were able to take over, like they still did take over, and the Suns, like they couldn't do anything to stop that. So
yeah,
I still think you can like build a good team around that. It's just in that year when they won the championship in 2020, they had the best defense. Like Frank Vogel was showing his value as a coach because like their defense was elevated. They
were top 5 in defense. They might have been the number 1 defensive team on that championship run.
And really, if they are the best defense, like then they do win because there is no stopping LeBron and AD. So if they are able, because I saw some people saying they're gonna trade Westbrook. I don't know if they can. Like before the deadline, I don't know if they can. But if they are able to somehow flip a switch, because I don't want to count them out because exactly like LeBron and AD are champions. Like they have a bunch of vets on that team, and like it's not like they can't go off in the playoffs. It's just for them, it's about them being available to play because, like you said, they are all old. Like they all have thousands and thousands of minutes on their bodies already, and you know if they come in and exactly like, are they in the play-in?
They're in the play-in, yeah.
Exactly. So if the playoffs start tomorrow and they come in the play-in, and they got to see the Warriors. Like
they're losing.
They can't defend the Warriors. Like they don't have the personnel to defend the Warriors. All that switching.
Yep.
All that action, all that moving. Like them niggas are lazy on defense. Like why
that Russ trade is really showing like through the Lakers defense. Like they had to get rid of Kuzma, KCP, and Alex Caruso.
All positive defenders.
Yeah, all positive defenders. They were, especially Kuzma. He was like tall. He could defend like 1 through 4. They had Caruso, who's looking like the DPOY right now.
Bro, he was.
And KCP was a solid perimeter defender too. Like they don't have the personnel to even play defense. All these guys were never known throughout their careers for playing defense.
Except AD.
So now except for AD. So now that they're old, and like maybe LeBron too, but now that they're old, I mean, besides AD, why would they start playing defense now if they haven't been playing defense their whole career? Russ is one of the laziest defenders I've seen like this season, bro. And his decision making is just completely like just horrible, man. That
fucks y'all up on offense. And then like another thing about what's it called? It was AD. Like AD because the AD is such a defense. Like people have been forgetting because Giannis, separated himself in that conversation. But
yeah, definitely.
AD was seen as like that guy on defense, bro, because
Even
he had
college.
because he had so many guys like around him that were able to defend. He was able to just really lock in, and why he was a defensive player of the year candidate in 2020. Some people had him winning defensive player of the year, right? So
Yeah.
it's I think the Lakers can't be like a serious threat until they are able to figure out this stuff on defense, figure out their issues, because like I said, Russ, he's not a defender. He's never been a defender really. And if you're just gonna be relying on AD to, which he can carry a defense, but if that's what you're gonna rely on, nigga, there's no.
He can't guard everybody,
12.
man.
There's no surprise y'all lost 12 games already. So
Who else we looking at? I mean, Clippers, they're 500 without Kawhi. That's not bad. That's like, I feel like that's what they would kind of expect without Kawhi. Reggie Jackson, we all know he hooped last season in the playoffs, but he hasn't really been playing too well this season so far. Paul George has been hooping this season. Who else? We got the Jazz, top 3. The Jazz are always a good team in the Western Conference, but I'm gonna be real, I don't see them winning anything. I'm gonna lie, it's presently constructed. I'm not a believer in Rudy Gobert, man.
Rudy Gobert?
Yeah, I'm not a believer in that guy. He got completely exposed last season versus the Clippers. He was just getting exposed, man. If they play small ball and he has to guard somebody who's at the 3-point line, all somebody has to do is drive. He's gonna leave the 3-point line and run to the paint every time. That's a kick out 3. That's how Terrence Mann dropped like 39 or something.
39. Nigga, I watched that game live.
That game last season, man. The West, yeah, that's like all like the disappointing teams in the West. Or like that's about what I would expect for some teams.
Who's Utah's 4? Who's your power
They
forward?
Yeah, that's a good question. They
Bojan?
I was gonna say him. I think he's like a 3 though.
I'm pretty sure he plays 3, but they have
Derek
Joe
Favors,
Ingles
maybe.
as
Do they still got Derek Favors?
Eric Pascal?
Pascal, maybe. Yeah, something like that.
Man, you know I cannot see.
Let me see.
Bro, there was somebody who I saw.
Let's just say, nah, this ain't right. Oh, I see they got. You said they're 4. I seen they got Whiteside this year, but yeah, it is. It's Royce O'Neal and Eric Pascal. That's their 4s.
Bro, what is that dude's name?
They got Whiteside this season. Yeah.
Zaire Williams? Is he on the
Zaire
Nuggets?
Williams.
Is he on the Nuggets? Is that what I'm thinking of?
Zaire Williams?
Yeah.
Or are you talking? He's on the Grizzlies.
Grizzlies.
Yeah, he was the 10th pick. Yeah. He's overrated, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I watched him in high school. I didn't think he was like that. I've been fucking Brandon Boston, so I always thought Brandon was like that.
Bro.
He had a down year at Kentucky, but this is what I don't understand. Brandon Boston had a bad year at Kentucky. What's his name? Zaire Williams. He had a down year at Stanford, bro. The only reason they picked Zaire over, only reason people thought Zaire had like more potential or whatever, because this guy had 1 triple-double in college. He had like a 13-point triple-double in one game. That's the only reason. Bro, he shot just as bad from the field as BJ. Didn't have good numbers. But BJ has been hooping, bro. If y'all have seen him in the G League, just dropped 46.
That's insane.
His first NBA game, he had 13 points on 4 for 7 shooting. His second NBA game, he had 13 points again on good shooting. And he hits like tough shots. Like he shows shot making potential when he gets on the floor. BJ been looking good. Like he can hoop, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm really happy to see these young players panning out. We got Jalen Green. Like I said, he's hurt. He's coming back. Who else? Another young nigga out here. John Moran. Before he got hurt, he was really showing his ass. As
he was top 5 in MVP voting like early in the season too, man. Jod, man, hooping. Jod, one of my favorite young players. He's my second favorite young player after LaMelo, man.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of LaMelo, we can go ahead. Yeah, we can stop talking about the West now. Yeah,
let's get to these Eastern Conference standings. Let's get it.
The Brooklyn Nets are 16-7. Chicago Bulls 16-8. Shout out Zoe. The Bucks. Shout out
Big
Giannis. Let me Giannis. They're 15-9. The Heat. I've not watched a lot of Heat games. Didn't they beat
I haven't
the
either.
Bucks? Who they beat? I swear to God they beat somebody recently.
I can see.
The Heat are 14-10. Washington's
Nah, the Bucks. The
Washington's
Bucks
on the
just
side.
beat the Heat by 22 2 days ago.
Oh, so they beat the Heat. That was, okay. Hey, like I said, shout out Giannis. I'm pretty sure when all three of them played, they haven't lost, right?
Yeah, I think they're still undefeated when all three of them played.
So, they went and showed their ass on them. Washington starting to slide. They're 14-10.
Yup.
That's Charlotte. They're 14-11.
That's what I love to see, man. Hornets not even in the playing right now. Like, if the Hornets, I really think they're gonna make the playoffs this year. I really hope they're not in the play-in. Cause I'm a Hornets fan. I watched the Hornets play-in game last season versus the Pacers. Bro, we got blown out by like 30. Like, that shit was like a terrible game to watch, bro. But you can just tell the Hornets have grown a lot since then. Because the first game this season, the Hornets had to go against the Pacers, the team that they just ended their season off by losing
LaMelo
by 30,
sees them like
by 30.
food now, bro.
Yeah, LaMelo be hooping against the Pacers now, bro.
Facts. Like,
I just can't wait to see how LaMelo turns out in his career, man.
no, bro. I be seeing him like every time he sees that ball come out, he's going for that putback, bro. He's dunking on it, like he's going to dunk on it.
Yeah, he hooping now.
Like, he's not scared of nobody at the rim over there. Then you got Cleveland with their weird ass tall ball lineup.
Arguably, they got the rookie of the year on that team too.
Evan Mobley. Yeah, shout out Evan Mobley.
He's been
He's been
hooping.
playing really, really good this season. My Celtics, we are definitely in that play-in right now.
76. Ben Simmons sabotage plan is working. 76ers 12-11, man. They were just the number one seed in the East, bro. They was literally just the number one team in the
And
East.
people were talking about they didn't need him.
Crazy.
Then they
His
lost
sabotage plan is
lost to D'Lo. Had 40 dropped on him.
Oh yeah, D'Lo was hooping that game.
Just going crazy on their ass. Hey, shout out Trae Young. He's definitely having a better season than Luka is right now. So
Yeah, Trae Young's top 5 in scoring too.
So
he's top 5 in points per
they're
game.
12-12, but they're still in the play, and they gotta get those wins because they look like the same as they do from last year. Like, really, just Trae's playing better. Like, but if they're still losing, like, nah, bro, they gotta make some changes.
I don't know how they're still losing, bro. Trae Young still plays good. Like, I don't know. So I gotta watch some more Hawks games, bro. I gotta see what's going on with them.
I'm assuming it's. Well, I don't assume them. I just don't. I don't watch games.
I heard DeAndre Hunter though. He's like a big piece for them. I heard he's always injured.
Yeah, he's hurt, I think. We got after Atlanta, we got the New York bitches. Yeah, I'm just calling y'all that because y'all lost to Houston. I'm sorry. Like, we dropped y'all niggas off. Got y'all up out of there. Y'all 11-12. Shout out Julius. Shout out D Rose.
Shout out, bro. Shout out D fucking
shout
Rose,
out D
man.
Rose.
Whoever thought that Kimba over D Rose was a good idea, bro, like, that nigga Kimba not in the rotation, bro, and D Rose is still hooping. Like, D Rose is just, he's different, bro. He been nice. They tried to get him out the league. D Rose is, it's been one of the only bright spots on this team, like, consistently. D Rose brings it like every night, bro.
I was watching the Celtics when we had Kimba. When we traded him for Kyrie, people were like, "Yo, they're like the same player, kinda." You know, if you just look at it on the surface. Listen, you guys, Kemba Walker was never Kyrie Irving. He was never that. Like, listen,
He can't shoot
Michael
it like
Jordan,
him, bro.
Michael Jordan, he's the GOAT. All right, not because he's good at basketball, because he drafted LaMelo Ball, who's gonna be a GOAT candidate one day, and he didn't pay that man Kemba Walker. Got him up out of there.
W.
He sent them over here to us in the Celtics. We saw, look, y'all saw, bro. He's not a bucket, and he doesn't play defense. We don't he can make passes. We don't expect him to be our facilitator though. Like, that's not Kemba, bro. If he's not making shots, he's just not a threat. The Knicks,
his 3-point shot ain't it, bro.
when the Knicks had Kemba, versus when they took that nigga off the floor, dead ass. I saw this earlier today. They went from the worst defense in the NBA with Kemba Walker to literally the best when you take that nigga off the floor.
Damn.
Literally. Look, Kemba, he's a practice player now. All right, put that nigga out there with Isaiah Thomas.
Squad,
put that nigga out there with Isaiah Thomas, bro. He out there killing the practice teams, but he ain't seeing minutes on my team, bro. Sorry. But I'm still happy for him. He's still getting his money, but we just don't want you on our team, bro. Stay on the bench. No lie. We got Toronto. I'm not gonna lie. I really don't care about Toronto.
I don't watch them, but they got a rookie of the year candidate too, though.
I fuck with
Fred VanVleet. He been hooping. Scotty Barnes, definitely.
Fuck with them niggas. Other than that, bro, aren't they playing in Tampa still? Like, are they back?
I think they're back. I don't know.
Fuck.
That's a good question.
Bro. Fuck the Raptors.
I don't be watching them niggas. That's a good question though.
We over here this we smoke on them niggas. Fuck the Raptors, nigga.
And you can just see in the bottom 3 teams in the East, bro. Like,
is there anything else? Yeah, is there anything else to talk about? Shout out Cade though. Shout out Cade.
Yeah, shout out Cade. Shout out Chris Duarte. He's like a 24-year-old rookie, old ass nigga, but he hoops, bro. He's hooping. There's been like 3 games in a row where he's got fouled on game-winning shots and the refs didn't call it. And then the day after, when the 2-minute report comes out, they're saying, "Oh, it should have been called a foul." That's literally happened like 2 to 3 games in a row on Chris Duarte's game-winning shots, bro. He keeps getting fouled and they don't call him. But shout out Chris Duarte, bro. He fucking hoops.
Shout out Cole Anthony.
Yeah, Cole Anthony been hooping too.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't care about anything that happens in Indiana, but I know Miles Turner's from Texas, so shout out Miles Turner.
This is what I really want to talk about though in the East. I know you're a Celtics fan, so you gotta tell me what's up with the Celtics. They're 8th right now. They're definitely in the play-in. They're above 500, but I don't really watch the Celtics like that. But you would expect them to be doing. You would expect them to at least be top 6. They got Jason Tatum. He's averaging like 30 some in the past few games, and they got Jaylen Brown. What's up with the Celtics, man?
So, like you said, we do have Jaylen Brown, but I wouldn't say he's playing exactly like himself. Right now, he averages less points a game than both. Oh wait, no, that's wrong. So yeah, we got Jaylen Brown, and he's averaging 21 points a game, which is definitely down. Cause I'm pretty sure when he was All-Star, he was averaging like 25. The thing about Jaylen Brown is he is a good overall player, good overall decision maker. It's just sometimes, when the shot's not falling, like there isn't much else he can do besides just contribute best he can on defense. He is one of the best defenders, but he's not the best defender on the team. But he is like one of the most consistent ones. The problem why we lose games is because sometimes we'll be in games and we'll be up, and then we'll just start to blow the lead, cause like Jason he'll turn the ball over a couple of times, or he'll try to make a bad pass, or he'll try to do something crazy with the ball, or we'll just be missing shots, and then they'll just come back. And what's been saving us is Jason Tatum has been playing way better. Like I think at the beginning, I don't even think he was the top scorer in the team, like the first couple games of the season. Damn. And he wasn't playing that good. But once I'm pretty sure when because most All-Stars they'll have either these years or just these down periods during the year. Like I'm pretty sure after the All-Star break, we're gonna see that real version of Jaylen Brown come back. We're gonna see that main version of this is the real version of Jason Tatum. He's here now. Okay, this is his team.
Yeah, he been hooping.
This shit's there's no more excuses now. Like Marcus Smart, he's been shooting a little bit better. I think when he started, I think when at the beginning of the season he was shooting like 20% from 3. He's back up to this usual like 35. It looks like. Yeah. After the All-Star break, we're not gonna be in the fucking play-in, bro. Celtics are gonna make the playoffs. We'll be like 7 seed. Like dead ass.
So y'all,
The Hornets might
okay.
like if we don't pick it up, dead ass. The Hornets might like outpace us because Miles Bridges is playing amazing. They got Gordon Hayward. They got LaMelo. Like they got a good ass team, and they like their offense is crazy. So I do predict we'll be in the playoffs. It's just I'm also happy with how Dennis Schroeder's been playing this season. He's been playing much better than you would think. Yeah, his contract would say. So, and Dennis like, yeah, wasn't in the bubble when he like
on the bubble. He was on the Thunder.
Oh
He
yeah,
was on the Thunder in the bubble.
Okay, so when he did come to Lakers 2021, and then when he came back in the playoffs.
Okay, yeah, it was the playoffs in the Lakers. He was just dropping duds.
Yeah, he was playing horrible. But I feel like
he had like an 0 for 10 game, bro, in the playoffs. Like 1 for 10 game.
Here, like we don't need we don't need Dennis Schroeder to be taking them kind of shots like how he was, cause like the Lakers were hurt. Like they were missing stuff. They were playing that crazy ass Suns team who was just dropping buckets on their ass. Like they needed that type of scoring. Dennis Schroeder is not that guy. We have Jason Tatum for that. We have Jaylen Brown for that. So here he can be like, I feel like in the playoffs he'll be able to play more of his role, be like a 6-man type deal. Like that lightning scoring off the bench, because if Jason and Jalen go out, he would be the number one option at that point. Or maybe Al Horford fucking post ups or something.
I see the Wizards in the 5th spot right now. You think they're gonna be able to keep that up? I haven't watched a Wizards game at all, but
I don't watch the Wizards.
That's crazy, bro. Because they was in the play-in last year with Russ, and if you look at it, their team looks like less talented, kind of. But I mean, I guess they got Kuzma, they got KCP,
they got more well-rounded, defenders. Which
Brad Beal kind of having like a quiet year.
But yeah, when you have a dude like Brad who has like that lightning scoring, like that's real. Cause Brad, he's always talking about how he just needs a team, but the thing about that, bro, if the Wizards do make the playoffs or the play-in or whatever, they're gonna get out talented, bro. Like like the shots that Bradley Beal he be taking. I'm just saying, in the playoffs they don't always fall. And then, like, you're looking at the pieces around him when they're not falling. Exactly, who's he gonna pass to, bro? Karl Kuzma, bro. Like, sorry, look, Daniel Gafford. Like, I fuck with some players on the Wizards, but nah, bro, they're not gonna stay there. They're not gonna have a look. They have a better record than Charlotte, Boston, and Atlanta right now. I don't think that's gonna.
Yeah, so
I don't think that's gonna hold.
Looking at these standings. You said you think the Celtics gonna not be in the play-in after All-Star break. So out of the top like 8 teams, like who do you? Not even the top 8. Out of the top like 10 teams, who do you see falling out and who do you see like rising up? 76ers is weird seeing them in 9th place. Everybody expected the Hawks to be doing way better after them just going to the Eastern Conference.
That's
Finals.
What I'm saying. Like, and last year, like the Hawks were like a 6 seed, bro. Like.
Yeah.
Like they still made the playoffs, but like they weren't that good. Like they weren't super high in the standings. So I don't expect them to be 10th. They're definitely going to jump up. They're definitely going to jump up cuz I think Trae Young, he's in that echelon of players now. Like he ain't no bitch. He can definitely carry a team. Like he's already like he's been putting up these 30 pieces already. Like
he's the only player in the NBA top 5 in scoring, top 5 in assists.
I don't see him slowing down. So
me either.
I see Atlanta jumping up. I mean, the thing about Philly is like they rely so much on Embiid, and then he also would like not play like the whole season. I think last year that was the most games he played.
He just missed like 8 or 9 games too because COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So every season he misses like double-digit games.
Like he's always missing games, and to be like high in this, like bro. Like I don't think Brooklyn and like the top 4 seeds that are there right now. I think they're still gonna be there at the end. The order might change, but yeah, Brooklyn, Chicago, Milwaukee, Miami. Well, probably Milwaukee will be like 3rd seed or some shit. Because, yeah, like, they're on that championship fatigue. They don't need to be first seed. Chicago might end up first seed if they go on, like, a winning streak, low-key.
Yeah, I could really see that happening, too. They just beat the Nets and shit.
Or Miami, because they're also, like, a good-ass team, and they made the finals in 2020. I don't, like...
hey, you know what's crazy, bro?
6-man candidate? What's up?
Yeah, now that we talking about, like, the Heat, you know what's crazy, bro? Like, a few games ago, I think it was 1 or 2 games ago, this man, Duncan Robinson, had the same stat line as me, bro.
No, I thought he had a steal. I thought he had a steal.
Yeah, I was about to say, bro, only had like 1 steal, but this nigga had the same stat line as me, bro, when I was watching the game. Nigga was just out there running, bro. 20 minutes or 28 minutes. God damn,
and I watch his podcast sometime. He should. I hope he talks about that in the podcast. Makes a good joke about that because that's definitely funny as hell. That was that new Tony Snell.
Hell yeah.
I forgot who was
that Tony Snell that new Tony Snell graphic. That's what Duncan is now.
Yeah, that's just crazy, bro. That was nasty.
And he's getting like 90. He's getting like 18 million in this year or some shit like that. I seen a tweet on Twitter just went viral clowning him for that.
I mean, I'm looking at the topics. I mean, I can't think of really. Is there any other players you want to mention? Any other people you want to shout out before, or any other just last disappointments?
Well, last 2 things I want to talk about is the Nets and the Bulls. So we got the Nets in the number 1 seed right now. They've been kind of like erratic this season. Like James Harden, I got his stats pulled up right here. James Harden. Let's just be real about this. James Harden is a career 29-8 guy. 29-8-6 guy. This season, I mean, he's averaging 21-8-10. So like the rebounds and the assists are there. His field goal percentage is down. He's a career 44% field goal. He's at 40% this year. Career 36% three. He's only at 35%, so his 3-point percentage ain't down, but his scoring is down by 7 to 8 points. Like, I really feel like if the Nets don't have Kyrie, even though they're number 1 in the East, I don't even think they're seeing the Bulls, bro. After the last game I just watched, DeMar DeRozan, people were calling him the worst free agency signing this offseason.
Showing his ass.
DeMar DeRozan playing like an MVP, bro. I gotta see, like, I think he's also top 5 in scoring. He
is the best player on the Bulls, no cap.
Like, dead ass. Like, I was not expecting this from DeMar. He's top 4 in scoring right now. He's averaging 26.5 points per game on 50% shooting, 33% from 3, like average.
Like,
he's hooping something different, man.
I'm happy seeing this because when I started getting back into basketball, those literally were the LeBronto years. Like, when that nigga just every year he's coming and sunning them niggas, especially 2018. That was so bad, and I know that must have hurt his ego a little bit, right? Hurt his pride, cause after that he gets traded to San Antonio and he's literally playing for nothing, bro. He went from the farthest he's ever been. Was that Eastern Conference Finals, or that was second round, right? Because Eastern Conference Finals, they played the Celtics.
2018, yeah, played Celtics, yep. Second round. Yep.
So second rounded, bro. And
Bron hitting fucking glass shots to win the game.
Playing with the niggas, spinning the ball, bro.
Yeah, he had a game where he was only shooting fadeaways, just cashing all the fadeaways, bro. Like, Bron was just playing with them niggas, bro.
That shit was sad.
And then he gets traded, and then the year after that, once Bron leaves, they win with Kawhi.
They win with his replacement, bro.
Yeah, dead ass. That shit probably hurt.
Bro, he's been hungry. He's been waiting for this time to show himself. So now he's in Chicago. He's playing for the Bulls, his favorite organization when he was a kid. I'm pretty sure he was a huge Michael Jordan fan. I think when I watched that
Bulls and the Lakers.
And he's playing with Zach LaVine, this super talented shooting guard. He has Zoe. This is one of the most talented teams he's ever played on. He has something to play for. So I'm happy seeing this amazing year from him. And like I said, we gotta see it going. When he gets to the playoffs, he is the battle tested dude on their team. He is the already dude who's been
Zach LaVine never, bro. Before I just watched KD's podcast, bro. He was talking to Zach LaVine during the Olympics. Zach LaVine said that was the first time he won 4 games in a row since college, bro.
fucked up.
Like that is crazy. Like so
That's
now
fucked
they
up.
finally got like some playoff pedigree, and I think they're gonna go deep in the playoffs this year. At least second round for sure.
They got Vooch, a dude who could give any center who's not like super good defensively. He's gonna give him buckets, bro.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they got DeMar, Zoe, Zach. I can't remember who's there for off the top of my head for whatever reason.
Patrick Williams and Derrick Jones Jr.
Like they got some defenders.
Patrick Williams tough too.
They got some defend like they're a good
Alex
ass team.
Caruso, like he's been
Caruso.
insane on the defensive side this year, bro. He's been everywhere.
Caruso
leading the league in steals.
Caruso's dead ass one of my favorite players, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, I see it right here. He's averaging 2.2 steals a game, bro, and he's the only one on the list that
he's
averages
leading the league in
less
steals,
than,
right?
like,
And he's off the
two.
bench,
Yep.
bro.
Yeah, he doesn't get near as many minutes as Jimmy Butler, Marcus Smart, Chris Paul, DeJounte Murray, or Gary Trent. Those are all the guys in the top 5.
All starters,
It's
bro.
way less minutes than them, bro.
So, man, shout out Caruso. Shout out Caruso, man. They definitely should have kept him and not Taylor Horton Tucker. Just saying.
THT is
that's just my
overrated
opinion.
as fuck, man. THT is overrated as fuck. It's not bad, but he's just way too fucking overrated.
Yeah.
Lastly, Nets need Kyrie, man. Playoffs.
Get the vaccine,
I think
bro.
by the playoffs time, I think Kyrie's gonna get it. Like, there's no way. He knows that they have a free championship. If he not a free, but he knows they have a good chance to get a ring if he's there, bro. If he just still don't get the shot, like during the playoffs, bro, I don't know what to say, man.
If we have to go through a whole nother year of this whole like Kyrie's not playing, bro, again. I'm sorry, he's not better than Dame. I don't care. He's not. I don't care. You gotta be there, bro. You have to play.
Yeah. You gotta be available, bro.
Like, nigga, you get 2 seasons with KD, and you just.
And if I was KD, I'd be pissed, bro. He just signed like a 4-year extension worth like $200 million, like 190 something million.
Wasting this nigga's time.
I'd be fucking pissed, bro.
But yeah, I think that's about all we got time for today. That was an amazing, deep episode of the Let 'Em Know podcast, man.
Debut episode, man. It's
nice
only going up from here too.
Don't forget, subscribe, leave a comment. If you heard anything we were talking about you didn't like, go ahead and just let us know all about that, bro. Let us know. Like, we not here to just let y'all niggas know, man. We trying to learn shit.
Let us know too.
Man, we trying to get better too. Hey, shout out KDRO. Don't forget to follow him on twitch.tv /KDRO.
Just gotta say, appreciate my boy Ismael for having me on here. Saying it's the first episode. It's only going up from here. I'm telling y'all, like, it's just literally the first. It can only go up. So it's about to just be better and better after this, man. Make sure y'all keep tuning in.
Yes, sir.
It's a good ass episode, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, man. This is the Let 'Em Know podcast, bro. We signing off, man. Peace out, niggas.
Peace.
Bye.